Napoleon Bonaparte died aged 51. Joaquin Phoenix filmed this at age 48. Like, seriously? Like, at least they got the part about him being a naughty little freak right.
Guys! It's a trap!
I'm the first to admit when I make a mistake. I simply never do.
You'd think, because it's being made by Ridley Scott, that we're going to get a battle-focused historical action epic. And we got none of that. No, not even a little bit, no. Napoleon Bonaparte, who looks like 48-year-old Joaquin Phoenix. Weird that they choose to start so late in his life, right? No, he was 24 at the beginning, yeah. So we watch as Napoleon looks exactly the same age as he goes, fights some folks. Pretty cool opening battle scene. I was fairly hopeful after that. And then we really just fail to get a battle even nearly that cool for most of the rest of the film as we focus instead on showing just how Napoleon is just so much of a little bitch. That is the entire focus of this film. I don't have a problem with that. Yes, it seems like he wasn't exactly a great dude, but just imagine if they made like the Elvis film just to go, yeah, Elvis was kind of creepy. For 2.5 hours. Like, it's just not what you want to see. This is an absolute character assassination over anything else. It's really... Joaquin Phoenix is very strictly playing him as about as mentally ill as the Joker. And not in a very watchable way. And that's the thing. If you wanted to just say, hey, guess what? Napoleon's a bad dude. You could have made a documentary. Like, there's just so much to complain about here. Ridley Scott just made Gladiator 2, which I really enjoyed. But watching this again still made me think he's past it. Like, what is the soundtrack? It feels like there's interludes from the Godfather soundtrack just thrown in here at random times. It's so weird. I can't... Even if it's deserved, because Napoleon was kind of actually a little bitch historically, I just don't think it's worth spending like $200 million on a 150-minute diss track. It's just so much more focused, it feels like, on railing Napoleon and showing how crappy it is. Like, it makes one of Europe's most powerful leaders in history seem like the guy in the back of the porn video watching his wife and stepmother get railed by another guy. It's such a weird vibe. I hate it. I acknowledge that there's a lot of good stuff here, but also I kind of hate it. It is so strange. It is baffling, and it just kind of jumps from like all this stuff about their relationship to, oh yeah, Napoleon also did this, oh, and like that and stuff. But this man had like hundreds of battles won in military conquests, and I think it shows realistically 3. It just feels like it's rushed. It screams past some of the more interesting bits of his life. It's such a weird set of choices. Joaquin Phoenix plays what they wanted really well. And that's one of the reasons his performance that this was intentional to make his character come off this way. But I just don't get why you would do that. It makes a 2.5 hour film which is entirely focused on him near unwatchable. It's really annoying. And he just goes from like just some dude who other soldiers seem to like to France's Caesar within 15 minutes. If you have to rush the story in a 150-minute film, make a mini-series, Ridley. It feels like a potential epic that just wasted all of its potential because he had so many things happen in his life that you could really show off, and instead it focuses so much on the worst parts of him, the worst parts of his marriage, and some, like, just how much he was just such a little bitch about like winning battles. He was just like sort of and it's not even quirky or fun. It's just really upsetting to watch. It just is a film that feels made to make me angry that I have wasted 2.5 hours watching it, even though it's not actually that bad. But it just should be a Ridley Scott war epic, great cast. It should be like a 5-star film easy, and it's nowhere near that. So I'm giving it was just cowardly not to play Waterloo by ABBA at any point. 3 stars. Ridley Scott just got halfway through making a film about Napoleon, realizing that Napoleon was a massive cuck, and then just self-sabotage the whole thing, right? Because nothing else makes sense. I don't get, like, what else could have happened here anyway. Thursdays, I review, like, a previous film, like a throwback film. Channel members choose it. Buy a channel membership. Call to action.